Welcome back to the Catalyst of Development podcast. Yeah, I don't know why I sung that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm all hopped up on caffeine. That could be it. Anywho, welcome back to the Catalyst of Development podcast, where our purpose is to help you find yours. This is episode 23. We are going to call it Raise Your Voice. It's honestly a message about social media, right? Between me and you, or at least me and the camera and the podcast equipment that hopefully you'll be listening to on the other end and then chiming back with. But what I wanted to do today was kind of just go off the top of the head about some of the things I've seen and been seeing on social media, and some of the things that kind of bother me a little bit. And then really what the challenge that's going to go out is I'm going to ask you to raise your voices. I'm going to ask you to raise your voices. And we're going to get to exactly what I mean as we go through. Now, I get it. Normally, I'm a little bit more structured. I like to give you the A and the B and then wrap it up with the C and then give you your actionable steps and your pro tips. Man, this time I'm shooting off the top of the dome. I got a lot of stuff on my mind. A lot of experiences that I want to share with you a little bit. And it's really about social media and how we as a society utilize it. And some of the things that I feel we really need to get after and change. Some of the things I feel that we really need to start clapping back at. I'm gonna call a spade, man. Let's start clapping back at some of these things that I'm gonna talk to y'all about. So look, I'm not going to waste your time any longer, man. Let's go ahead and punch in that code so we can start figuring out how to raise our voices. Normally this is about the time in the episode that I drop you like an inspirational or thought-provoking quote. I ain't got none of that for you this time. We're just going to jump right in. We're going to jump right into the social media aspect. And I got to tell you, I am getting disgusted at how we just sit here, and I'm using we in a very general term, but how we just sit here and we just attack. That's all we do. We will find the smallest little nitnoid things and try to tear down somebody's post, somebody's thoughts, and I'm not talking about the hey, I have a difference of opinion, or hey, have you thought about looking at it this way? No, I'm talking about the people that just go out there, that sit and hide behind their keyboards. We call them keyboard warriors, that just want to try to pop off, that honestly would never do that to your face. And if it seems like I'm a little worked up, it's because I am. And the funny thing is this has actually happened to me multiple times in the past, right? Whether or not I misspelled something or somebody interpreted something the wrong way, that doesn't bother me. I got pretty thick skin. You can keep coming at me, right? And I always take the high road, and I'm always usually I just ignore it. I think what got me is now I'm starting to pay attention to what people are commenting on other people's posts. And that's starting to get because I'll take it all day for myself, right? It is what it is. I put myself out there and I expect some challenges. I expect some ribbing. I even expect the occasional hater from time to time, right? I'm good with it. Keep it coming. If you tuned in right now, keep it coming. It's cool. Trust and believe. I'm at a point where I'm going to start clapping back at some of y'all. It is what it is. It's just going to happen. But what I can't sit back and tolerate is watching it happen to other people, right? Watching it happen to people that I know have the best of intentions. Watching it happen to people that are really trying to make a difference. And all you have is just, the best word I can describe is just disgusting. Just the disgusting nature of these keyboard warriors that sit back and just want to spread their negativity all throughout social media, because social media gives them the power and the ability to do just that. And I'll tell you, I believe the reason why is, all right, first off, the negativity on social media is it's huge. It's rampant, and we all see it. But I truly believe that there are more positive people on social media and just in life in general than there are negative, right? Than there are just those haters, right? Just those ones that want to sit there and poke at everybody else, right? I do believe that there are more positive people, but here's the problem. And this is where raise your voice comes from. The problem is positive people will see a post and then give it a thumbs up and just keep scrolling and see a post and I'll give it a thumbs up or maybe comment this was great and they'll keep scrolling. Whereas negative people, the people that try to bring other people down, will comment. They'll comment some vile mess, right? They'll try to nitpick. They'll try to change the narrative. They'll try to spin it, right? And find one thing that the person said and spin it. And then that'll just take off. And when a positive person sees this, they're like, oh, I'm not messing with that. I'm just going to keep on scrolling. Nah, we need to stop that. We need to stop that. The reason there seems like there is more negativity on social media than positivity is because us positive folks are far too quiet. And we've been far too quiet for far too long to allow this to happen. So I'm asking you to start raising your voice. It's time to start drowning out some of these folks. It's time to start calling out these folks for what they are. And this doesn't have to mean that we got to be rude or we got to take personal jabs. No, it doesn't have to mean any of that. It just means to call them out for what it is. It reminds me of like back in the day when you were bullied back in the day, they said, hey, one of the best ways to get rid of the bully, pop him in the nose, right? Now, I'm not telling y'all to go out there and punch anybody in the face, right? No, we're not talking about that. But maybe sometimes we need to call them out on their BS on social media. If they put a comment out there and you know they are not taking the intent of a post, call them out on it. Perfect example. About 3 or 4 months into the pandemic, somebody posted, it was going around a lot. But the message was simply like, if you don't grow or learn anything during this pandemic, it wasn't because you never had time before. It was because you weren't dedicated before. Because obviously being at home and teleworking and all this stuff, we had loads of time right now. And everybody was like, yeah, that's awesome. I'm learning this. I'm learning that. I'm learning this. I'm learning that. And then one person had to chime in and be like, oh, maybe I don't want to learn or develop in anything. Maybe I just want to take time and spend with my family and make them safe. First off, pump your brakes, turbo. Nobody said anything in that post about you not taking time with your family, with you not spending time with your kids. Oh, I don't get time with my kids on a normal basis, so maybe I don't want to do all this development stuff. Maybe I don't want to learn this and learn that. And pump your brakes, turbo. You knew exactly what this message was for. And maybe the message wasn't for you, right? The posts that I put out there, they're not for everybody. They're not going to resonate with anybody or with everybody. It happens. I get it, right? So this kid, just hammering this person for making this one post. So finally, I logged in, saw the post and responded back. I was like, oh man, that's cool. So you're spending time with your kids, right? You're spending time. So you're learning the importance of quality time. Learning the importance of quality time with your kids. Shocking. Goes right with the post. Of course, I never got a comment back, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. But it's individuals like that. Like, I can't even tell you some of the crazy comments that I get on, private messages and DMs and all this other stuff. Like, crazy. And I'm not talking about feedback. Hey, have you thought about doing this? Or, hey, I really didn't understand this. Can you elaborate more? Or, hey, have you thought about this? This is what I see. I love comments like that. I love when people share with me different perspectives and different ways of looking at things. And like that is, please keep that coming. No, what I'm talking about are comments like, hey, when you do your video, you got an arrow behind your head, and it makes you look stupid. Well, okay. You should take that arrow down. You look stupid. It looks like it's going through your head. Oh, okay. Like, thumbs up? Like, cool. Like, I'm sorry my inspire arrow behind you makes it feel like there's an arrow going through my head. I hope the people watching this video don't think that I'm talking with an arrow shooting through my head. But I'm not taking my Inspire arrow down. I'm sorry to upset you. Or I get a, hey, nice Blue Lives Matter flag. Like, hold on, let me turn around and look at my flag. Yeah, that's not a Blue Lives Matter flag. That's just a black and white and gray flag that was given to me as a going away gift that I display proudly. So yeah. So what if it was? Like, okay. But yeah, like you can literally see the flag behind me. I've gotten told that I come across too condescending and that I know it all. I've gotten told that I'm not confident enough, and like, dude, it's crazy. And some of the comments, like, I honestly can't even read you. Like, that's how pretty disgusting and vile they are, right? But again, I'll go back to what I was talking about in the beginning. I'm cool with that, right? You can keep that coming with me because I can take it. I'm not even going to call you out on here. I'm not even going to by name call you out on here because my character will not allow me to do that. But if you listening and you dropped one of those comments, you know who I'm talking to. You know you out there. And I just want to let you know that I'm good with it. I ask that you please stop doing it to others. If you want to unload on me, have at it. But stop doing it with others, man. We got so many people out here trying to make a positive impact, not only on their lives, but in other people's lives. Stop. Like, dude, some of y'all out there, and I know I'm not talking to the majority of my listeners, right? 99.99999% of y'all are out here doing the right things for the right reasons, right? You are selfless, meaning you help others. You invest yourself in others. You listen to this podcast or we watch this YouTube video in an effort to get better, right? Tons of y'all out there are engaging in my questions and allowing me to take all your information and pass it on to the masses, right? 99.99999 to infinity% of y'all are there. But if I got that 0.00001% out here listening right now, I got you. And no longer will I sit back and allow you to derail the intent of my information. And I'm sure as hell not going to allow you to derail the intent of other people's information. Now, if you want to chime in and provide a different perspective, if you even want to challenge their thought process, I encourage you to do that. Most of these people would love to get a broader sense of knowledge. But if you're out there solely to attack an individual, I'm telling you, I'm going to start raising my voice. That's not going to fly. Now, will that harm you? No. Will that stop you? No. But I'm going to tell you what, if enough of us around here start raising our voices with positivity to drown out this negative, hating, just vile stuff that people want to come, they're eventually going to go away. It's just the way it is. Hence, raise your voice. The reason that I got so worked up about this was not only seeing what other people were posting on, friends of mine, peers of mine, other people that are in this space on trying to benefit human beings. It was also a post that my wife actually sent me. And she was like, "You're going to love this." And if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to pull it up and read it for you right now. It's a great way to look at how people use social media and maybe, just maybe, how we should start viewing it. This is actually from Magical Lifestyle. I have no idea who this is. Again, Sherry sent it to me, but she said, "I want you to think of someone's social media like it's their home. If it's public, you've been invited to visit them there. How exciting. You might not like how they've decorated everything. Man, maybe that wall color is a little too bold for you and you don't like having to remove your shoes when you walk in the front door. But you still want to be respectful. Because you're in someone else's house. Maybe somebody who does things a little more differently than you do. And if you don't like it there and the rules are too strange or the smell is just weird because you don't like the way that candle's burning and for some reason you hate it, you can always leave. You don't have to kick the door on your way out, or take a poop in the toilet without flushing, or knock the photos to the floor while yelling at them that their niece is ugly. You can just quietly exit and head to someone else's house that feels more comfortable for you. It's really as simple as that. I don't know who wrote this. Again, it's from Magical Lifestyle. It's on Instagram. Sherry sent it to me, but I loved that kind of use of coming into someone else's house. Yes, it's public, but that doesn't mean you got to be an a-hole when you come up in here, right? If you don't like it, just leave. Or in social media, just keep scrolling. Just unfollow, right? It's that simple. Just block. Right? But some of y'all feel the need to draw attention to yourself while pulling other people down. Like, how miserable do you have to be to find joy in tearing other people apart? It's sad. It's sad. And I'm not going to be about that. That's just not it. Like, it's time we start using social media for social change. Period. And some of y'all out here so woke. Woke this and woke that. And yeah, y'all real woke on negativity. Right? I'm gonna tell you, some of y'all are so woke on negativity that you're starting to get sleep deprived. You need a nap. And it's time that us positive people, us that are using social media the right way, trying to draw attention to issues that we need to fix, issues we need to discuss, trying to invest ourselves in others, trying to just give a positive word to somebody who may need it that day. It's time we start raising our damn voices. And we're going to start drowning a lot of you jabronis out. That's all it is to it. Raise your voices. If you out here and you with me, raise your voices. Let these other people keep tearing stuff down, right? Some of these other people will honestly simply hate on you because you are reaching a level of success that they think they should have without putting in the work that you did. So what do? They'll try to cut you off at the knees, right? They'll try to discredit what you're doing. They'll try to downplay your shine. Don't let that happen no more. It's time we raise our voices up. We need to unify, raise our voices up, speak positivity into the world that so desperately needs positivity and unity right now. I said what I said. Y'all haters, y'all naysayers and all this stuff, you can keep coming at me. I'm good. But I'm going to tell you what's not going to happen. I'm not going to stop. Not going to stop. Not going to stop. Matter of fact, y'all keep bringing it. I might actually start doing this more. I love it. I love it. Keep it coming. But understand that the more you start coming at me, the more I'm going to start clapping back. The more I'm going to start calling you on your BS. And I'm not going to be rude about it because you deserve better than that. And again, my character won't allow it. But I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you for what it is. Right? And that's just where we are. That's just where we are. And I honestly just don't want to do it no more. I don't want to sit back in silence anymore. I'm done with it. You put some dumb stuff out on somebody else's page, I'm going to call you out on it. Now, if it's your page, again, that's your house. And I will respect your house. And if I don't like being in your house, just like I told you to do with everyone else's, I will just leave. It really is that simple. So your take-home actionable plan for my folks out there that are listening, that are vibing with what I'm saying right now, that are understanding what I'm saying, that are also tired of all the negativity and bile that's getting pushed out on social media. For all y'all out there, your actionable steps and your pro tips this week is going to be to raise your voices, because that's what needs to happen. That is the only way we are going to start drowning out some of this negativity. Raise your voices. Look, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. That was a little bit of a rant. Right? I did share one, story with you. Right? But that was a little bit of a rant. I appreciate y'all listening to me for a little bit. If I missed the mark on anything, if I maybe am getting too wrapped around the axle, just let me know. Give me a different perspective if I'm missing something. You know, I'm always open to feedback, constructive. It can even be harsh, right? Like feedback don't got to be nice and you know, and kid gloves with me. Let me have it if I'm missing the mark on this one. This is just what I see, and something that I wanted to bring everyone's attention to, and something that I wanted to kind of charge you with to help me, right? Charge you with to help me so we can together raise our voices. As always, thank you for spending time with me today and allowing me to invest just a little bit in your development. If you found value in this topic or know someone who needs to hear this, especially those negative people, right? Please, you know, like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you got to do. You know what I'll tell you to do, all of the above. Yes, yes, yes. And until next time, keep searching for that code to unlocking your truest potential. Be a catalyst, not just for you, but more importantly, especially with this episode, be a catalyst for all those around you. Take care, and we will talk to you soon.